Hello and welcome to the PublishU podcast, where we explore the real life stories of authors from around the world. Today, we are talking with Cathy Collins, all the way from Brisbane, Australia, who has written a book called Life Lessons. Cathy, welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's great you're here. Tell us a little bit about you. What's family, work? What's your world look like in a nutshell?
Okay, I've got two children. I'm married with two children. The children are now out of home, so I've got so much more free time to write books, which is terrific. It's
It's
lovely.
really good. And what's your work been, Cathy? What has your profession been?
My profession has been so varied. I have studied to be an accountant.
Wow.
I have gone on to various jobs, office manager, and now I'm a checkout chick. And the checkout chick, I must say, gives me so much more inspiration to write books because you deal with everyday people, and that's really good. Really love that.
Oh, that's amazing. And Cathy, when did the idea first pop into your head? I'm going to write a book.
Well, actually, it was a relation of my husband's who went through PublishU to write the book. He wrote a book, and I was so inspired when we had a Zoom conference, and I learnt about this sort of place that I could learn more about my writing, and I went for it. And that's how my book evolved.
Was that Kevin?
Yes, it was. It
Okay,
was,
so
Kevin.
I coached Kevin. We published his book, and he's a relative of your husband, and you heard about it and were inspired
Yeah,
about it. Well, that's amazing. And Cathy,
yeah.
when you came to write your book, Life Lessons, what were the mental obstacles you had to overcome?
Oh, there were plenty. I I didn't want to revisit my childhood, so I started my book in the middle of my life. But then progressing through the book, I thought, no, I want to write about it all. I'm gonna tell it all. And that is the way that I felt I can deal with my life and maybe help other people.
Yeah, yeah, amazing. So, what was it about the Publish You Writing My Book course that you found most helpful?
I was I was branching out and dealing with other people, discussing my ideas. It wasn't just in a sort of vacuum that I needed to write this book. I could discuss each week how I was progressing. If I had a sort of a mental blank, then other people could help me. So it was really nice just to get out there and do it.
Yeah, talk through your ideas, write with a peer group, not on your own.
Yeah,
One.
yeah. Oh,
Uh,
it wouldn't have been done if I'd just been on my own.
why is that?
Well, I didn't have the confidence that other people gave me and inspiration that other people gave me. So
Yeah,
together we did it.
yeah, we did. Often
Yes,
people think when it comes to writing a book, they need to isolate themselves in a log cabin in the mountains or something for 6 months. But actually, like most things in life, writing a book is best done in a small community. And
it
that's what
is.
we
It
create on
is.
the course, isn't it? A
Yes,
peer group of people on the same journey, facing the same challenges, offering encouragement, inspiration, support, and a bit of challenge too. So, Cathy, you finished the course with a manuscript for your book.
yes, yes,
Amazing, amazing.
it
And
is.
And now it's globally published. It's stunning. So, but let's come back to that. But what was it that you wanted to write your book about, Cathy?
I wanted to write it about me and my life journey because my family had often said, okay, I should have written a story ages ago. I should have written about my life, but they never did. And yes, so I thought, yep, I've got to do that. But I did need inspiration to do it. I did
Yeah,
need help,
yeah,
and
yeah.
your group did it.
Oh, and what was it that your friends and family saw in your life that they thought, Cathy, you should write a book? And let's say go around to everybody in the family saying you should write a book. Why did they say to you, write a book? What was it about you and your life that they thought was book worthy?
It was unusual. I had certain circumstances in my life that were challenging, but I overcame them
Mm.
with help from friends.
Yeah. And what sort of, just give us what one of the things that you had to overcome, Cathy?
I'm partially deaf. I was hit by a car when I was young,
Wow.
and yeah, that was big, and I wanted to ignore it for a lot of my life. But writing this book actually made me see that it wasn't all negative. It just made my life something different than what it could have been.
Wow. That's amazing. And so your book is called Life Lessons. Can you tell us one of the life lessons that's included in your book, Cathy?
One of my life lessons is that people are out there to help you if you look for the right people. Um, yeah, you don't have to hide yourself away because you can't do everything perfectly. You share and you get a better result.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. And Cathy, what is your hope, I call it your highest hope for what your book achieves now it's globally published?
I hope that people will read my book and then read into it their own life story. It's not perfect. No life is, but there are things that you can do and people you can talk to, and just don't ignore opportunities that come up, because when opportunities come up, you take them, and you feel a whole lot better when you do.
Yeah. Take opportunities. And what opportunity have you grasped,
I
Cathy?
have I've grasped the opportunity of writing this book,
Yeah.
of putting it out there,
Yeah.
and it has given me so much more confidence in myself. And I have joined other groups. I have started talking in other groups, writing. So what you really need to do is take that step. One
Mm.
step can lead to 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't always have to move forward. Sometimes you take a step back, but in the end, you'll feel so much better moving than not.
Oh, that's such an encouragement, Cathy. Take one step forward. Yeah, I love every day. I think if I can just take one step forward in my relationship, one step forward with my business, one step forward with my foundation, and if I do that every day, the sum of those steps, it can add up and it can take you places you never thought you might go.
That's
So,
right.
Cathy, I want to thank you so much for joining us today and for your beautiful encouragement about the life lessons that you've learned. And I want to thank you all for listening to the PublishU podcast, featuring the real life stories of authors from around the world. If you're interested in becoming an author like Cathy, please check out our website, www.PublishU.com. That's the letter U, PublishU.com. And if you enjoyed this broadcast, make sure you subscribe for more. Thank you for joining us, and goodbye for now.